Days turned into weeks, and Sarah did her best to put the mysterious phone call behind her. She immersed herself in her work, spending long hours at the local library where she was an archivist. The routine gave her a sense of normalcy, and soon the memory of that unsettling night began to fade. However, one evening as she was returning home, the sinking feeling returned. The familiar unknown flashed on her phone screen, and a cold shiver ran down her spine. Reluctantly, she answered, bracing herself for whatever might come next. "Did you think you could escape me so easily, Sarah?" A distorted voice hissed through the phone. Panic set in as she recognized the voice from that fateful night. "Who are you? What do you want?" she demanded, her voice shaky but determined. The voice on the other end chuckled menacingly. "You can't escape your fate, Sarah. The midnight call is just the beginning." Terrified and confused, Sarah decided to involve the police once again. She provided them with the details of the call, but they couldn't trace it. Frustrated and anxious, she considered changing her number, but a part of her was afraid that it wouldn't be enough to shake off the eerie presence. Days turned into sleepless nights as the mysterious caller continued to torment Sarah. Each time the phone rang, her heart skipped a beat. The whispers on the other end grew more ominous, revealing details about her life that sent shivers down her spine. Desperate for answers, Sarah confided in her closest friend, Emily. Together, they delved into the town's history, trying to uncover any secrets that might explain the haunting calls. As they pored over old newspaper clippings and interviewed longtime residents, they stumbled upon a chilling tale. Decades ago, a woman named Eleanor had lived in the same apartment Sarah now called home. Eleanor was said to have vanished without a trace, leaving behind an unsolved mystery. The more they dug, the more they became convinced that the midnight caller was somehow connected to Eleanor's disappearance. Haunted by the revelation, Sarah couldn't escape the feeling that the spirit of Eleanor was reaching out to her from beyond the grave. Determined to put an end to the torment, Sarah and Emily sought the help of a local paranormal investigator, Professor Samuel Hartman. Professor Hartman, a seasoned investigator with a reputation for dealing with the supernatural, agreed to take on the case. Armed with an array of ghost hunting equipment, he set up camp in Sarah's apartment, hoping to make contact with the restless spirit. As the clock struck midnight, the atmosphere in the room changed. Electronic devices flickered, and an eerie coldness enveloped the air. Professor Hartman, with his keen sense of the paranormal, began to communicate with the otherworldly presence. "Eleanor, if you're here, reveal yourself," he called out into the darkness. A soft whisper echoed through the room, confirming that it was indeed Eleanor's spirit. As the investigation unfolded, the pieces of the puzzle started falling into place. Eleanor's disappearance had been the result of a sinister plot involving betrayal and revenge. The midnight calls were her desperate attempts to seek justice from the grave. With the truth exposed, Sarah felt a mix of relief and sadness for Eleanor. The paranormal activity gradually subsided, and the mysterious caller finally fell silent. Professor Hartman, satisfied with the resolution, left Sarah with words of comfort and advice on how to cleanse the lingering energy in her apartment. In the aftermath of the supernatural ordeal, Sarah decided to move on from the apartment that held the echoes of the past. She found a new place, leaving the unsettling memories behind. As she settled into her new life, the midnight call became nothing more than a chilling chapter in her personal history. But the town of Laerdam, with its old secrets and hidden mysteries, continued to hold its secrets close. As Sarah walked away from the shadows of her haunted past, she couldn't shake the feeling that there were more untold stories waiting to be uncovered in the quiet corners of the small toe.